Peter Parker came back with nothing. Parker Industries was gone. His name was on the front page of the Daily Bugle, not as a hero, as a fraud. Otto Octavius had spent months inside his body, quietly running the company into the ground, making decisions that Peter had to live with after. A global tech empire. A reputation that took years to build. A version of himself the world had just started to believe in. When Peter finally got his life back, he found rubble. No company. No money. No credibility. Just headlines calling him a cheat and rent he couldn't make. So he did what Peter Parker always does when everything falls apart. He went back to basics. Back to Aunt May's couch. Back to freelance photography. Back to swinging through alleyways in a patched-up suit, stopping bank robberies and calling himself the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man with just enough irony to mask how much he still meant it. Not Iron Spider. Not CEO. Just Peter Parker, starting over, trying to be enough. The city had moved on. Villains had reorganized. The Sinister Six was in court. Mysterio stood trial with Tombstone's daughter as his defense attorney. The Lizard was trying to teach a university course with a surgically embedded inhibitor chip that would paralyze him if he so much as hissed in the wrong direction. New York was strange in a way it hadn't been before. And Peter Parker was broke, labeled a fraud, and living off birthday cards from his aunt. Then someone who looked exactly like Peter Parker showed up. Not a disguise. Not a clone in a lab. His face. His voice. His name. Showing up at locations connected to dangerous old technology, machines waking up that should have stayed dormant, accidents that felt designed. Someone had hired Taskmaster to find him. And Taskmaster's employer, whoever they were, was playing, as the man himself put it, a very different kind of game. Spider-Man didn't know if the other Peter was a threat, a weapon, or someone who just needed help. When the fires started in issue 5, he stopped asking. He went in. He pulled the other him from the rubble, suit charred, hands empty, no plan, and held him there in the middle of an inferno, keeping him alive with nothing but the fact that Peter Parker doesn't leave people behind. Aunt May had told him just days before, "Your nephew has always put everyone else first." A perfect stranger. Me. Someone he loves. She meant it as a warning. Maybe it was time he looked out for himself. He didn't. He never does. The mystery of who the other Peter Parker is and who hired Taskmaster to get to him first is only beginning. This is Amazing Spider-Man, issues 1 through 5, 2018. Nick Spencer. Ryan Ottley.